Hello everybody, welcome back. Second attempt at this video. Something happened to my sound again. Red Badge of Courage by GMT Games, designed by Roger McGowan. I hope he's feeling better. Prayers out to him and his family. Start up the north here. We are up to turn 13, heat of the day. It's getting real interesting. Down here, I keep hitting the wrong key. Howard came in with only 1 a.m., so he's got 12 hexes of movement, and that was it. Wilcox, the chip pull got me on that one. He was buried behind Franklin over here on the left, or right. They're right, my left, and he pulled both his chits first, so to keep him moving and not keep him stuck back here on the highway, I had to move him cross country through the woods. So I mean, yeah, it sounds like, oh, that would never happen in real life, but you'd be surprised what happens in battle, and I'm not so worried about it looking like something that would never really have happened, but I'm going to approach it as something happened to delay that brigade, and it's going to definitely affect when they can square up into battle. Instead of being over here, they're over here. 4 hexes, not a big deal, but they are out of command right now, and it's not a huge deal because there's no Confederacy over here to face them right now other than cavalry. But I've rushed over here to try to at least delay them some. But it could prove to be something later. The Union forces are just very low morale for the most part. You'll see a smattering of good ones. There's a 7 right here. He's good. The artillery's pretty good, but all the line troops for them there's a lot of G3s and G4s which just don't stand the test of time. So Franklin and them are finally making it up to my rightmost. They're rightmost, my leftmost XP or VP. And so we're working on collecting that up right now. Hunters, 2 brigades are really taking a hit. Porter, there only one, really only one good guy was the, I can't even read it. They got pounded by artillery right here, and this artillery rolled rapid fire, rolled an 8 and a 9 in rapid succession, and just kind of blew the crap out of these guys, both on the same dice roll for the rapid fire. So they took a hit and had to retreat. Took 2 hits, had to retreat. Then they tried to rally, lost another guy. It's just, I finally got McDowell over there to try to help save them from self-destruction. But the big problem with all these low morales is if you roll twice, I think it's twice the value of their morale. I forget what they call it in the game now. My memory just sucks. They stay disordered, and they take a casualty. And when you have 2s and 3s, and there's even a 0, who do I have? I have a 0 here somewhere. He just recovered. I think I had Hunter back on him. That 14 New York was a 0 when he's disordered. You're going to lose some stuff. Let's see if I can. I'm looking up the diagrams right now so I can talk somewhat intelligently. You get what you pay for on this channel. Sorry. I just enjoy my games. Want to pass it along to people, the excitement I have for cohesion on this one. I really like the chip pull. Just kind of adds a whole new every game that I can get my hands on that's chip pull. And I didn't realize when I bought this one that it was a chip pull, and I'm so glad I got it. And its problem is now it's going to send me down the rabbit's hole. I'm going to want to get my hands on just about any great battles of the American Civil War that I can get my hands on and play them. And poor kids are going to have no retirement left on it. Poor kids, come on, who worked for it? But I'm having a blast doing it anyway. And the orders are simple in this. You basically only have advance, attack, reserve, and march. And you can change them, and you can combine brigades and things like that, but it's very difficult too, and it can cause some stuff you don't want to happen. So I haven't messed with any of that yet, especially as everybody in this game's pretty bad. The second bull run will probably be a lot better. Anyway, back to discussion of what happened here. B got in and got situated up here on Henry Hill. So he's repulsing everything Porter's thrown at him so far. And Burnside got crushed pretty good, too, coming in. So they're starting to take some nice casualties. And I'm trying to, as they get hit, get them out of there, because the disorders are where you really start taking losses. And Evans up here, he's got a really strong unit in, it's the, let me get this, the 1st Special A Battalion. They're a 10 and an 8 cohesion, and they can only fire 7 unless I spread them out. I haven't extended line on anybody yet because I'm just trying to push. And it does make them vulnerable to artillery, but I haven't paid for it yet. The other good thing, if I do extend them, which I plan to do because they're getting ready to attack, is they lay down a better firepower. Instead of just 7 coming out of this X, they'll be able to front 8 now. I mean, not 8, all 10. If I can line them up right. With the rest of Evans all green, you got 4s and 5s. Not as bad, but they're bad. The only downside of the Special A is their muskets, so they really need to get it in dirty to do anything. But I think this turn I might have to put Evans and Hampton's Legion is attached to Evans. In this game, the rules say that they're independent until they get up to a brigade, attach themselves to a brigade, and after that, they're with that brigade. And Evans was the only one that was in position for them to attach to, so we went ahead and attached them to that. So I might put them into an attack stance so they can start bull rushing some of these guys, particularly the 1st Ohio that I have sitting over here. They took that spot, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold it. And they're ripe for the taking. B's all set up. He's repulsing whatever Porter's thrown at him. Bartow right here, he's made it in. I got some artillery from early. It's already in here. They're not getting a lot because they take a hit for being independent, being out of command right now. The rest of B's coming up right here. Smith and his artillery are coming in from down here. Probably keep them on road march so they get 24 hexes of movement. They belong to army of the Shenandoahs. So we're all scattered. They're going to be out of command, which means they're going to get one less AM every turn. But I am only using them for 2 anyway, unless an extreme emergency comes up. We got to keep that fatigue level down. They don't have any fatigue yet, so I could afford to give them 1, but I think I'd be safe putting them into a road march. And I might send them up over here to try and face off with Franklin and Wilcox for a while, because eventually Howard's going to get down there too, and I think we have enough in the center to push Burnside and them back. It's just a mismatch. I'm trying to figure out where I want to place Johnston and Beauregard as they come in, and you've got army scattered. So basically, I've just got to figure out where I want to push and put the leaders there so they can get the extra activations, and everybody else is just going to do the best of what they can. But over this side, Taylor, after dragging his feet, his Schnick group is just really not doing well at all. They just can't keep their organization, and Koch is coming up here and just they're weak too. Don't get me wrong, but they're giving them a run for their money, and it doesn't help that I keep rolling a lot of 5s, which gets them out of ammo. And Sherman didn't get any chits until the end, so Jackson was able to get a foothold on this side of the ford, and that ford's one of the VPs. So now we got to try and kick Jackson out of there before we have any problems, and he's having trouble too. Some of his troops are pretty weak. You see over here we have the 2nd Virginia B. They've taken some losses and had to retreat. We've got the 5th Virginia B over here's taken some losses and had to retreat. And these guys aren't across yet, and now I've got this guy blocking the way, and it doesn't take long for it to become a mess. And that's exactly what it's doing. So, but it's a fun mess. We got Bartow's artillery over here starting to come in. They're on march orders until they get up there with the group, and of course they're out of command, so they'll get 1 less. Kershaw came in down here. We've got Early coming in. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to come in right here too. So all the Union forces are on the board, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not looking good for them because they just can't. They can't get a line and maintain it. They just constantly are breaking. And once they disrupt, if you hit them again, they have to retreat, take some casualties. And we haven't even begun to do the shock combat yet. That'll take me some time because I haven't tried that yet. So I got to go through the rules and make sure I do it right. And, but I really do like this system. Like I said, I do like chip pull, and I didn't realize that this was chip pull. So I'm even more excited about it. And the orders don't bog you down. I like the Civil War Brigade series and the Regimental series, but the orders sometimes, especially if you're playing solo, sometimes the orders in that are hard to follow. The rules are tough, but I do like playing them too. And basically, I think that's it. I'm going to see how this plays out. Probably play another couple of turns before I throw another video out there. See if maybe Sherman. I think Sherman's my big hope here. I don't think I want to bring Keyes up here down with Sherman, because the only way to cross is that ford. We at least hold the bridge here. So I think I'm just going to bring Keyes over here and have them try to push with Schnick. But he's got nothing. His best guy's a G5. All these greens take a -1 on their roll, and they're hard to recover once they once the disorder, and it's a mess, but it's a fun mess. And I expected this with this battle, which is really why I wanted to play it. First Bull Run's probably why I bought this game, because I've never played as far as I know, I've played on the computer before, but that's just not the same. So I'm really enjoying it because it's where both armies were feeling each other out and figuring out how to do things, and it definitely shows up in the board game. So anyway, there you go. I will see you guys later. This is a Red Badge of Courage, part of the Great Battles of the American Civil War series by Roger McGowan. And I hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining me.